Folks, welcome back to the channel. We've got another PFL breakdown, and I know you guys are excited for it because we've got the finals coming up. The finals for what should be, some pretty good fights. We got 145 pounders. We've got 170 pounders. It's the tournament finals, the things you love. And this PFL card, we got 9 fights, but something more exciting for you guys. This stream, it's sponsored by Cloudbet, and you'll see it on the little banner right there. You'll see the link down in the description. If you decide to sign up for Cloudbet, make sure you use promo code 138MMA. Why do you want to sign up for Cloudbet? Well, you can watch the PFL right there on Cloudbet. You can also place your wagers if you wish to place a wager. You can place it right there while you're watching on the same app, same website, all that good stuff. So make sure that if you check it out, you don't forget to use promo code 138MMA. Now let's talk about the folks in the chat already. We've got Dixon Sider. As always, he's here. He's excited. He's
always on time, bro. Dixon Sider is like earlier than I am.
Yeah, dude, he's here. Like he was here like hours ago.
Dixon Sider.
Like 5 hours ago. We got Grateful Dude. He's always grateful to be here, and we're always grateful he's here. So that's awesome. And we've got Torres Finney apparently.
Yeah, that's he changed his name finally. His name was the Pickem fanboy, and now he changed his name to Torres Finney.
Okay, there you go.
Honestly, I just want to see Torres Finney get slept just because this guy now. He's so annoying with Torres Finney.
That's so funny. Yeah, there we go. We got the real Torres Finney in there, I'm sure. And Nate in the chat. What's a channel member? Guys, channel members are fantastic.
Let's go, Nate.
All of you. And something to point out, any channel members of my channel already, you do have access to the first 2 fights that I've uploaded for the Contender Series this year. I got the rest coming soon. I just ran out of time before I left.
You did a breakdown for Contender Series?
Absolutely.
Already?
I've done every single fight.
You're probably the earliest one to do a breakdown then for Contender Series.
Well, actually, Artem MMA beat me to it. Artem put up his first week breakdown like 2 weeks ago. So,
wow.
But, don't worry. I got 2 fights up. I'm going to put all 5 fights individual videos. It's going to be great. You guys are going to love it. But shout out to Nate. Don't you worry. We're going to get you those thoughts on that fight coming up pretty quick. Pickem, what do you think about this card? Are you looking forward to the finals here, or do you think it's kind of a lame finals?
I think it's a pretty solid finals. We got Adjoudj, headlining his second main win now. At 170 pounds, it's gonna be good for Adjoudj, bro. Like he's going from fighting guys like he last time he fought Jason Jackson, right? Jason Jackson's kind of similar when it comes to the stylistic matchup that he's facing here this week in Storley. So it's I feel like Adjoudj's gonna be a huge star for the PFL going forward. So I'm really excited to see how he deals with the Storley's wrestling. And obviously in the co-main we have Jesus Pinedo, who's an absolute fucking monster, bro. Jesus Pinedo is an absolute monster. And you know me. I don't really like Khaybulaev. I know Khaybulaev's good. He can wrestle. He's got probably some of the best chain wrestling at this weight class in PFL at 145 pounds. But you know me. I don't really believe in Khaybulaev all that much. He's 23-0-1. But we'll see if he can keep that undefeated record going. We also got some good fights on this card. We got Nathan Kelly also. Yep. He needs a win badly. If he loses this one, I don't know what they're gonna do with Nathan Kelly going forward. But pretty solid card.
Not good.
He's been losing by submission. Now he's facing a guy that only wins by submission. Probably not a good stylistic matchup for him. We'll see if he can deal with the grapple early.
Yeah, we'll kick that off here shortly. We got Blum Dog in the chat, giving the old salute. We appreciate it. And we've got a special request from Dixon. So let's see what he's got. I haven't read this yet, so this could be wild. He's got a special request. From now on, whenever a fighter gets slept in round 1, it shall be known and addressed as getting we old. This and this needs to be a thing. I don't know if I'll do that. We might. I don't know. It happens sometimes. People get slept sometimes.
Calcio goes crazy, bro. We had a bunch of 40-year-olds winning back-to-back. Davey Grant, we had Solikov. We had crazy upsets.
But Solikov's like low-key beating up a lot of guys like that. Wasn't his
He's good, man. In the first round, he's super dangerous in the first round. Just his cardio doesn't hold up the later the fights go, right? Like I told everyone, I was like, he should win this fight. If it goes past the first round, I think he's going to win, but he's going to be careful early because Solikov's counter-striking is no joke.
Word. Yeah, seriously, Solikov's the type of guy that can just put out anybody. Grimey's made his appearance.
Let's go, Grimey. Let's go, Grimey.
We'll break down that when that fight happens. How about that, Torres? Don't you worry, I got you. Insider joke. Okay, I missed it. I'm so bad at inside stuff, man. I don't know. You got to bear with me here. I'm just a regular old stick in the mud. All right, let's jump into this first fight, and I'm gonna make sure I got this one right. Let's see. So we got Matt Turnbull taking on Tom. I think I can pronounce his last name perfect. Let me see. Polyurulo. I think it's like Polyurulo. Is that how you say that? Let me know.
I think so. I think you got it right. I probably butchered it in my breakdown earlier this week.
I mean,
Polyurulo. It's kind of tricky. I mean, but yeah, this fight's pretty straightforward. I think one guy's a grappler. He needs takedowns to win. Not that his striking isn't completely non-existent. His striking is okay, but it's super. It's not. There's really nothing to his striking. He throws some body kicks and he doesn't really have any setups. It's not really going to be throwing combinations out there, and he's going to need takedowns to win. I just the only thing scares me for Tom. I think I'm going to pick Tom. He should win this fight. It's just the only thing that scares me for Tom is that he's training at an England cartel, and that's a huge red flag for me. The reason why I can't parlay or bet him at minus 500 is one of those. That's one of my reasons, and also, it's they're both making their PFL debut, so I think he should win. Tom should be the better striker. He's been wrestling since he's younger, so he's not gonna get completely ragdolled on the ground. He might get taken out early, maybe give up a takedown and get back up. He's gonna be a lot bigger in comparison to Matt. I'm gonna go Tom by I think this fight's probably gonna it should end ITD. So I don't know what they're gonna open the totals at. Maybe 1.5 rounds. They should probably open at 2.5 rounds. I'll probably play the under 2.5 rounds, but I don't really trust Tom as a parlay piece of minus 500. But he should win.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said, especially the whole New England cartel thing, because they just haven't looked good in a while. And then even the guys that have left there, some of them have looked a lot better, and others are still kind of trying to catch back up.
Ralphon's the only one.
Dude, yeah, Fawn's looking good still, but yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's one of those gyms that once their style kind of got figured out, they haven't really evolved yet. So I don't know. At least that's what it seems from the fans' perspective. Both of these guys are on a 3-fight winning streak, so that's cool. Obviously, Polyurulo has a much better overall record, 9-2 as opposed to 9-6. So you have that, but yeah, neither guy really fought the highest level competition. Polyurulo did beat Don Shanis recently. You'll probably remember him. He's at least got some name value. You know what I mean?
I remember that one. I do remember that one.
I'm not gonna say that he's a parlay piece by any means, like you were saying, but I do think Polyurulo should win.
What the hell happened?
The minus 588 tag is a little extreme. Let's see. He tunes in for the pronunciations. Dude, we do our darndest here, so we appreciate you tuning in. Let's see. We've got Pickem's got to rejoin, so don't you worry, guys. He said he's had some technical difficulties. I got this thing from here, so don't you worry. We'll chat with you guys. Torres is sorry for pulling another fight. Don't worry, Torres. I forgive you, man. I forgive you. Still no odds right here. What we got for the Shields and Meck fight? Yeah, that's something I noticed as well. I don't see that on any sports book at all. So I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get odds for that or not, which is fine because that one is we got other fights to bet on, so it's all good. Do we think we can get a TKO for Tom? Yeah, I mean, he tends to do pretty well in that department. I mean, most of his wins are stoppages. I think he's only had one decision. Most of those stoppages are KOs. I think 7. Well, let me pull that up. Yeah, 7. So I would say Tom gets the TKO. I think if history repeats, so nothing too crazy, but yeah, it should be good. Should be a TKO. I don't know. I think it's one that you don't parlay up props for sure, and I don't know that we're going to get a good line on it. So that's where I would sit. Oh, Pickem's back. Here he is. There we are.
I don't know what's going on with Mario, bro. Every time, it happens a lot. It was happening last week in Cody's stream when me and Justin Baby went at it.
Good win.
Yeah, I think I needed that one. That one. This dude's crazy to deal with. But it was fun.
Justin
I had a
so
blast.
annoying.
I had a blast on the live stream, so I enjoyed it.
That's good.
I don't know if he did. I don't know. I don't think he did enjoy it all that much, but I did.
Yeah, he gets so upset about stuff, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's fine, but like, man, he just throws a fit.
I feel like it's probably trolling a bit too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I refuse to believe anyone's like really like that. People are like that for real.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, you know. I can't believe that. So.
Would you go up against him and have you done it before? Like you versus just Baby?
I always get the short notice stuff. I haven't went against Just Win Baby, but I would.
You should.
That'd be good.
That'd
be fun.
That would be fun, yeah.
See how he goes. But we can move right along. We've got.
I think he does. I think someone said, "Can he get a KO?" I think he does knock him out. I think he can be the first one to knock him out. Like a late second, third round TKO. Because it's gonna be a lot lankier. I can see him throwing some knees up the middle, some straight shots, and I think the jab's gonna be effective also. I think he does get him out of there later on, like second, third round. So I'll go second on TKO.
Yeah, he's got 7 TKO wins or KO TKO. So I mean, like it's not like he's not gunning for it. So I think he can do it. So I'm gonna butcher this one too. His first name is it's like Sarek Shields takes on Nick Meck. We're gonna just call him Shields. Shields versus Meck. We get an interesting fight, 9-2 versus 7-2. The odds are not out for this one, as pointed out by Dog right there. So that's always an interesting aspect to this one because we don't really know what the bookies think about either of these guys. But Pickem, what do you think about these guys?
Yeah, this fight's a bit tricky, man, because Shark Shields looked tremendous out there in his PFL debut. He came over from LFA, and I wasn't really like too high on him in LFA. Like he's been knocked out a few times early on. He can get caught early, and but he can wrestle. We've seen him go out there like get takedowns every single round, just not nonstop, right? Nonstop wrestling pressure, and he didn't look tired. So I don't know what kind of stuff he's on. Probably some really good stuff that he's on right now. Like the fact that he wasn't getting tired, shooting takedown after takedown. I believe he got like at least like 6-7 takedowns in that fight. I controlled Luciano for more than I'm gonna have to like guess this one. I think he controlled him for like 14 minutes of that fight. It's like unbelievable. So like it's crazy how good he looked in his debut. Now he's facing someone like Nick Meck, who obviously I think has a early finishing upside here. Like that's why I'm going with Nick Meck because he's more dangerous early. He's got nasty ground and pound and more of a submission game. And my only concern with Nick Meck is his cardio. So if you go back and watch this fight where he lost, he slows down massively like later on. So doesn't throw a lot of output on the feet. But I'm gonna go with Nick Meck. I think he does finish him early, like TKO, ground and pound. I can see him slowing down later on in the second on just giving up, losing like decision maybe, but I'm gonna go Nick Meck. I think he's more athletic, has wrestling, like better wrestling pedigree overall. So I'm gonna go Nick Meck on this one. I don't know what the odds are gonna be. I'm gonna guess like Nick Meck minus 140, minus 130-ish.
I could see this one being line minus 110 apiece easily, just because of recent form. I mean, for Shields, he stepped in and beat Luciano, who was a guy that
Luciano's like I'm done with Luciano, bro. Like I'm never gonna I'm not gonna pick this guy again ever.
I think he overlooked him. I think he was like, oh, this guy's stepping in on short notice. He's a guy that's like 2-2 in the LFA. Like this guy's not that good. And then this guy steps up and he's like, look, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna beat this guy, and that's what he did. So yeah, I don't know. I think he got overlooked, and I think he capitalized on the moment, which is awesome. I'm gonna take Meck because I do think he can out wrestle him early, and I think he can survive late. So I think Meck can do the grappling necessary to get the win. It's going to be one of those fights that could absolutely go either way. Depends who can get their game implemented. Early.
This one could be like a good live betting spot. I mean, if you see Nick Meck like take him down, he can like submit him or like finish him by TK ground and pound. And then you see Shields like getting his own takedowns in the second on, controlling him, and like he's gonna have the better gas tank, like no question about that. So if that's the way you can bet it, bet Nick Meck early and then bet Shields like after the first round. But I'm gonna go Nick Meck. I think he should finish him early. Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll be live. You can talk everybody through it as the fights are going on. Tell them if it's
I'm gonna be live this Friday. We go live for every PFL card. We have a blast. Last week was crazy, bro. Last week, like, was it last week or the week before? I think it might have been a week before, right?
The last PFL card. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah, like we cashed a bunch of underdogs on that. Like I didn't put a lot of money on them, like 20, like on Hakonio, Anderson. I actually changed my mind on Anderson after.
I know you
I was
did. I was
like,
listening to your stream.
I was like, the more I think about it, I was like, Ghost like these UFC guys normally they beat a lot of these Bellator guys. So like I was thinking about it, and he looked good, bro. Like he finished him too. We're impressive by Anderson. What do you think they're gonna do with Anderson now? Like, do you think they're gonna give him like Ngannou or like Renan Ferreira? Like,
I'm not sure. Probably Ferreira, actually. I think that would be
Ferreira? I think he probably does beat Ferreira too if he doesn't get knocked out early.
I thought he would have to lay and pray to get the win, but the TKO.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I didn't expect him to finish him, but very impressive by Anderson there.
Something interesting though. Nate's against us here. He thinks that Shields is getting the decision. Nate
he could. I mean, he could be live for like just controlling him, having the better cardio. Mm-hmm. That's why, like, I don't think I'm gonna bet on Nick Meck. I did bet him his last fight. I parlayed him at like minus 180ish. So I was like confident there, but now he's actually facing someone that has cardio, can kind of survive down there on the ground. But I think he does have more power on the feet, also in the striking. So we've seen Shields get cold cocked early, so could happen again. But we'll see. We'll find out this Friday. Word. And if you're right, Nate, you can come tell me in the live stream you're right. You got me.
That's the plan. Yeah, Nate, if you get this right and we're wrong, make sure to talk all the smack. And it's welcome because you're a channel member, so we appreciate it. Lane, what's up, dude?
Let's go, Lane. W's Lane. Is that Eric Lewis in the picture?
I think that is, yeah.
Is that a face mask? What the hell is that? Or is that Ronda Rousey's panties, maybe? Maybe it's Ronda Rousey's panties, right?
Could be. You never know with Derek Lewis. Alvarez in the chat. UFC signed Montague submission machine from PFL. Gave her 3 weeks. Yeah, so they didn't sign Dakota Ditcheva because she resigned with the PFL, so it wasn't really up to them.
Yeah, I think she resigned for another 3 years, right? I believe.
Yeah, 3 years or a certain number of fights, depending on what comes first. I think it is. So it's like X amount of years or X amount of fights. But yeah, so that's why. And Michelle was up for whatever. So we're making Nate doubt it. That's so funny, dude. It's a close fight. It's not one that I would be super confident in either way. But if you are, then maybe you know something that we don't. So that's
if the odds are crazy. I mean, it might be worth betting on Shield. If the odds are like 3-1, 250. I don't think they're gonna be that wide though.
Yeah. I think it'll be really close. But
yeah, Johnny Eblin's only fangirls. How's he gonna? He's probably gonna leave him now. Did you see Johnny Eblin on Twitter like saying, "Oh, he got lucky"? Did you see him saying that like on Twitter? And he said, "I don't think it was luck. He got tired, bro. Like that's what happened. Yeah. He got tired."
I do understand his point that like he does probably deserve a rematch, considering that
he should. They should run him back. Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, I get that, but like. Oh man, it's a bad look when you're like it was a fluke and all this. Like that's never good. So yeah, so that's never good. But let's move on to the next one. We've got Nathan Kelly versus Fred Dupra. I think is how you say that. I think that's the proper way to pronounce that. He's from Quebec, so that means he's probably speaking French. I don't know. You're Canadian. You can probably help me with that. Who do you have in this fight?
Dupre, I don't know. Like he's probably French. I think right. He's French. Is he from? I think he trains out of TriStar, right? Is he training at TriStar, I believe?
He is training at, let me look this up. I'm seeing H2O MMA.
I think he's been training at TriStar like since he got signed to the PFL, because I seen his Instagram like before when he made his debut on that last year PFL card against Braga, which is really not a good matchup for you in your debut, right? He was supposed to fight Nathan Grebe. A lot better matchup for him there, but then they changed a bunch of matches on that card, I remember. And then he ended up facing Braga, and he had Braga in some big trouble early. I remember that. Like he went for his signature guillotine early, and he almost had him. Like he almost got him. Then he just completely got dead tired, dead gassed. So I feel like that's what's gonna happen here. He's gonna go out there like try to grapple Nathan Kelly. He could catch him, and I'm kind of relying on the fact that we've seen Nathan Kelly kind of make mistakes when he does get out grappled. Like he kind of just leaves his neck out there, like doesn't fight hands constantly. Like he'll fight hands early, then kind of like make mistakes. There's a lot of time to go in the first round. Like, and either way, this fight's gonna end in the first. I think it ends early. I don't think Frederick has the gassing to like see the set like late third round, maybe. I don't think it's gonna go third round. So I'm gonna play the under 1.5 rounds. I think they're gonna open the totals at 1.5. I would be shocked if they open the totals at 2.5 rounds because they're too sharp. The books are too sharp these days. They're not gonna open the totals at 2.5 rounds. I would hammer if it's 2.5 rounds. I think it's gonna open at 1.5 rounds. It's gonna be like even money. I think under 1.5 rounds, minus 115, maybe minus 115 for the over. I think it goes under. I think like Kelly can also submit him, so like they both can finish each other early. I'm gonna go with the underdog Dupra because Kelly's been looking pretty terrible recently, but obviously losing guys like Kim and Magomaev have kind of a better gas tank than Dupra. So I understand why the odds makers have Kelly as a favorite. He's been in the PFL for much longer, fought the better competition, so I can understand that their point of view. But I'm gonna go the underdog. Normally, I don't like picking Canadian fighters because they let me down time after time.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with first round submission, but I think the under 1.5 rounds is probably the bet here.
Okay, so I think this is the first one we're split on, but it's not confident. I'm giving Kelly one more shot, and I think it's because he can. I think he can defend the guillotines here and I think that's what like the front choke series is what Dupra is going to try to do for the most part. Now I understand. It's not necessarily confident to say the dude can defend a submission, considering he's been subbed in the last couple. But I do think Kelly can defend the front chokes. I think he can defend the guillotines, things like that. Rear naked chokes are harder to defend in MMA than a guillotine. It's just the way it is. I think he can fight him off. I'm going to give Kelly one more shot. I'm staying away. I'm not confident at all. Dude coming off of back-to-back losses, although what I presume is a higher level of competition. Still, we're going to do that. Let's catch up with the chat a little bit. Torres is asking me what my thoughts are on the Fight Fairy. I think I've seen her content a couple of times. I don't keep up on it just because I have so many people to watch, and I don't like have like a personal relationship with knowing her. So, but it seemed fine. I don't know. I don't have any like negative to say there. But yeah, apparently. Did
I know she's from Canada? I did not know that. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're like a fan of hers though, and she wants to come on the channel, I'm always looking for guests on our panel shows that I do with Couch Warrior. So tell her to hit me up on X, Twitter, whatever it is. Got Dupra round or Dupra.
I think it'll be first round if he does submit him. I think it'll be like first round. But
yeah,
I think
the sub is live.
Yeah,
if they drop like submission props or whatever, which they probably will, like the day of or the day before, if they do. If it's decent plus money, it might be worth a shot. I'm still going to take Kelly, but it's no confidence there. Let's see.
Maybe fight ends by submission is probably the play. I think they both can submit each other, so fight ends by submission is a play for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. We've got Kyle Driscoll taking on Hussein. Karim Magomaev,
you got it.
Whatever.
Karim Magomaev.
Yeah, whatever.
What is it?
I'm so bad at that.
Karim Magomaev. I think that's it.
Karim Magomaev. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Karim Magomaev. There you go. Or Hussein, whatever it is. Hussein. I think it's Hussein. Which one do you have in this one?
Yeah, this one's a bit tricky. Because Hussein looked completely like dog shit in his last fight, but that fight was turned into no contest because his opponent tested positive for PD. So I don't know what to make about that last performance from Hussein. Obviously, like they overturned that now, so like it doesn't look that bad anymore. So like realistically, right? He's only minus 180 now. Where are the odds on this one? I think it's like minus 180.
Minus 155.
The odds are dropping like crazy, right? So probably because of last fight recency bias. He was minus 1200 his last fight. So, like, you went from minus 1200 to minus 150 now, which I understand. I mean, people are like, they look at that. I'm sure all the people that bet on fights are going to watch that last fight, right? They feel like, oh, this guy, can you defend takedowns? He got wrestled all fight, all night long. Like, I'm not that impressed by him, like, overall. Even when I did my breakdown for his last fight, I was like, he's okay. He can kind of do everything pretty well. He's training over there in Russia with, like, Habib's team, so he kind of hangs around with those guys, so with the Umlatov and those guys. So I'm sure he's getting good looks in training camp. And Kyle Driscoll, I don't even know what he's like good at. Is he like a striker or is he like a grappler? I couldn't even tell. I watched tape on this guy. He kind of does go forward like more
as his base
I didn't really see him wrestle that much on tape, so like I'm not really sure. I think this fight's probably going over. Like fight goes the distance either way. Hussein could maybe catch him in a submission, but I think it's unlikely. I'm gonna go with Magomaev by like 29-28. This is not this thing is gonna do more. Maybe get the better of the alchemy changes, but like I'm not confident on this dude. But I think the reason you're getting minus 150 could probably because of the last fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the reason I say he's a wrestler is he was a 2-time state champion in Oklahoma, like as a high school.
Really?
Wrestler. Yeah, so like, I mean that's pretty darn good wrestling because Oklahoma's got some pretty darn good wrestling. So there is that. So like he can wrestle, he can definitely wrestle, and I think that's why the line's moving in because I mean he might end up being the better wrestler here.
Is he on PDs? That's the real question. Is he on PDs?
That I do.
We need to find out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard to know. I do know that he has a really good chance to keep this fight live. I will slightly side with Hussein in this one though. It's so tough because like the line's crashing and for good reason. This is a stay away. This is a total stay away. He's given Nate some fraud vibes, and I kind of tend to like err on that same side, but I'm not sure that this is. I'm not sure if it's just recency bias or if you're accurate on that either. So this is one of those like stay away spots for me. I mean the dude's like got like what 3-1 in Brave, so it's like a decent competition over in Brave. So like you
Brave's hit or miss. I mean, depending on like who they match you up with.
Right.
Like,
there's usually some decent like you're getting better competition in Brave than you are in like a lot of these promotions where you're like I've never heard of that in my life. So, you know, because like Driscoll, although I'm pretty sure he was on the Contender Series like way like many years, like 5 years ago or something like that. He's been primarily fighting over in Cage Warriors last I knew. So that's something. Not too bad over there. So yeah, I mean, I guess either guy. This is a close fight. I mean, dog or pass from a betting perspective. I'll take Hussein for like the pick, but like I'm staying away. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. But I think
it's going to go the distance either way, so I'm going to bet the fight goes the distance. And that's pretty good look.
See that. Something to note though is his last fight was turned to a no contest, so that was Hussein's last fight. So
yeah, because of the PDs, right? They tested. The test came back, and he was positive for PDs. Hussein.
But yeah, so we'll move right on. We've got Jakub Zayuba taking on Sergio Casio. Who do you have in this? What are your thoughts here?
This one's an easy one. I mean, this one's an easy one. I don't even have to like do a lot of tape study for this one because I'm familiar with Jacob Kashuba. I remember betting him at minus 120 in PFL a few fights back, and then I knew it like after that. He almost died in that first couple of rounds, I remember, against John Mitchell. He was getting dropped all over the place. Like then he's been looking good, man. The guy's extremely tough, and you can't get him out of there. Even if you knock him down, you can knock him down like 5 times or like 4 times because he's getting dropped left and right in the first round. And then John Mitchell completely gassed trying to finish him. He got so tired trying to finish him early. You couldn't get him out of there completely. I think he's shown he's gotten better with his defense, like his striking defense. I mean, he's not really getting hit as much as he used to. Like a couple fights back, and he can wrestle. He's got good cardio. And he stays busy. He's had some close fights before, which is sometimes not really the best look. But over here, man, like I'm not even sure like Sergio's gonna make weight. He might miss weight again, like his last fight. He might come in like 10 pounds over and look like he didn't train at all. Like that's what happened in his last fight. He came at like minus 300, minus 400 as a 4-1 favorite, and he just didn't look like he trained at all. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. This fight might be canceled. I hope not. I hope not. But I think Kashuba is going to knock him out. He will knock him out like second round. So I'm going to go Kashuba and by KO. I think as him as a powerlifter, he's still pretty good, honestly.
Yeah. I think his striking should be quite a bit above Casio's. Yeah. I mean, I think he should be able to beat him up on the feet. Casio is one of those guys that sometimes he really shows up.
Yeah, sometimes he looks okay, but then he's not consistent enough.
Great. And then other times he just doesn't at all. And like I mean, you gotta be more consistent here. What do we got for a line? Hold up, we got.
He's like minus 650, I think, minus 650.
Yeah, and it still keeps going. Like it's on the way to bad. So yeah, maybe he's all right for a parlay piece. The line is pretty high, but yeah, I think he gets it done. Casio is one of those guys that I can't back anymore, at least confidently as like a pick. But like for an underdog shot, like I don't mind taking a shot on anybody that's plus 560. Well, not anybody, but at plus 5 something, you can get 563. I see on Cloud Bet, which is where you should be placing.
Yeah, if you took a dog shot on Cenas, like I should have just picked him outright. That would have been crazy. But I would have been thinking the whole fight. I was like, why did I pick this guy? Like in the first 3 rounds, and then he just pulled it out from the last like 10 seconds. Crazy.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes the dogs come through, and Casio's live, but I think Jakub gets it done.
I'm pretty confident Kashuba is gonna knock him on.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah,
like Sanders can knock you out, man. Sanders, like he's got some power, but like Sanders just isn't like he's just not like even half the fighter that Jacob is. So if he can put those combinations, some knees to the body, and finish you like that, like I can only wonder what Jacob's gonna do with him. Yeah,
I'm with you there. We'll move on. We've got Jordan Newman taking on it's Islam Abdulbaset. I think it's how you say that, Abdulbaset. Who do you have in this one? What are your thoughts? And
yeah, this one's another easy one, to be honest. Jordan Newman, I think he's like one of the best wrestlers in this weight class in PFL. He beat that Habib's Prodigy last time by outstriking him all 3 rounds. Look, man, I know you picked him. I think you picked him, right? Did you pick him? I think you did pick him there over that Russian guy. He looked great out there. Didn't even need the wrestling, and he couldn't, like, obviously he's not getting taken on in this fight. He's a much better wrestler. He can kind of dictate where the fight takes place. He's gonna be I don't know if like he's the better striker like technically, but he's got more power. He's gonna be throwing more. He's gonna be walking forward. He's gonna have the forward pressure here, and he can just take him down and submit him. So I'm gonna take him by submission. The line's minus 1,000. I think it makes sense. I mean, I think he's 7-0 obviously, so you got to be careful. But I think there's a reason that line's minus 1,000 because of grappling and the wrestling. I think he's gonna like Kimura him or something like that, like a power submission or something like that. Like so maybe like I don't know, one flu choke or like I'll say Kimura. I think he'll get him with the Kimura. Take him down.
So I think Newman wins, but I think it's a decision, and it's because of the grappling credentials from Abdulbaset. Is it like I know he's competed in ADCC. He's gotten like a silver medal there before. I believe that either purple or brown belt. I think it was at brown belt level. I could be wrong. About that, but he's competed at ADCC and gotten a silver medal before. That's no easy feat. The dude can grapple. He's got quite a few submissions under his belt for of his own right. I do think he's pretty good in the grappling. I think he'll be able to defend the submissions. So I think he can hang in there, but I do think he loses. I think he's gonna lose on points. I think he's gonna be the one getting taken down, not doing the taking down. He might be a slightly more technical striker, but maybe not much if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna lean Newman by decision, which is gonna be probably really sweaty. But I do think he can. I think Newman probably gets a decision win here in this one. So maybe an overs live. I don't know. Depends what they line it at. Especially if they give us a 1.5 for a minus 1235. I think they probably will give us a 1.5. So seems reasonable. What do we got going on down here? Let's see. Yeah, we will. We'll move right along.
Or Smitty is going crazy right in the chat.
Yeah, I can't keep up with all of it. Okay, so we got our next one here. What do we got? Adjoudj and Yves Landu next. This is the battle of the French fighters here. We got the 2 Frenchmen fighting. What do you think here? Who do you have?
This one's kind of tricky, man. Like obviously I'm gonna go the younger fighter. I've seen more finishing ability from Azio. And I like him. I bet him every time in the PFL. I bet him last time, which was sweaty till he got the submission. That was one hell of a ride. Till the 3rd round when he got that guillotine submission over what's his name? That Cage Warriors Cage Fury champion. I can't even remember his name now. I'm trying to pull it up. Jose Perez. Yeah, it was Jose Perez. Like, that was impressive finding a submission on him, because Jose Perez is not that easy to like submit, or he's been knocked out, I guess, but like it's not really easy to submit like that, because he does bring a pretty good grappling base in MMA. Yeah, he's also got championship experience, so that was nice to see. This one's tricky, man. The reason it's tricky because this guy that he's fighting, he's 40, like I guess he's 39, almost 40, pushing 40, but he's been okay. He's like, he can do everything pretty well. He can go for takedowns. He's got pretty decent cardio, pretty durable too. So like, there's a part of me that thinks that he could pull this one off by like just doing a bit more on the feet and just and Ozio sometimes, like, he's more of a counter striker, but he does have the better kickboxing. He's more dangerous. He's got more power on the feet. He's much younger. I'm gonna go with Ozio by KO. I think he could knock him out, but this one can go sideways pretty quickly. I'm gonna go with Ozio by KO. Maybe it's just me wanting to see him get a KO over this guy, but I'm gonna go KO because the last guy that he what's his name, Landu Ray, he fought Bellarino. The only reason Bellarino was on Contender Series, the only reason he didn't get a contract on Contender Series, because he doesn't do anything. Like, he's only gonna wait for one big shot. Like, he'll wait for one of the spinning wheel kicks, spinning back fist, like wheel kicks. That's why Dana White didn't sign Bellarino, and he was able to go out there just do more, because Bellarino just has the habit of taking pictures out there, which I don't think Ozio is gonna do. I'm gonna go to Ozio by KO. I think he does knock him out. It could go the distance too. Landu is pretty tough. I'm gonna go KO.
Yeah, so I think it's another one that is gonna probably sneak over whatever the line ends up being. But if there's a finish, I think it'll be late. I do side with you on the Adjoudj side. The guy looks pretty gosh darn good. His striking's very good. One thing about Landu though is the guy actually used to be a breakdancer before he became a fighter. So that's kind of
really.
I mean, I don't know if you knew that, but he used to be a breakdancer. So that's
I did not want to see this guy break.
Dude, I don't know. His fighting style is kind of weird. So like I could see it. I could see him being pretty good at breakdancing. He blends it in. Real quick, shout out Hugo. Glad you're here. What's up? Have
you seen Kamaru Usman dance before?
No. No.
You gotta pull that clip up.
Now.
He's danced before. Like, there's a clip of Kamaru Usman dancing. I think he's doing salsa or some shit like that.
Nice. I mean, good for him. Get out there and do your thing. What do we got for? Okay, so minus 186 on the Adjoudj. That's about where I think the line should be. So
you mean Ozio? Oh, okay. It's minus 180. Yeah, that should be around like 2-1.
Yeah, I think 186 sounds about right.
You can take a shot if anyone wants to take a shot on Landu by decision. I mean, that's the only I don't see him finishing. I just don't see him finishing Ozio. So he's gonna have to just go for takedowns. He can go out there go for takedowns and just kind of out wrestle him. Because
Landu's on a good winning streak. I mean, he's won 5 in a row now. I mean, he gets a lot of split decisions in his favor.
Yeah, it's a lot of close fights because the people that he fights, they just don't do enough. They don't have big moments out there. That's a problem sometimes.
When he's hard to have big moments against because of his style. It's an odd style. So I've backed him as an underdog before, especially as a bigger underdog, and he's come through for me. So I mean, Landu's a live dog, but I think Adjoudj probably gets this one. But yeah, we can move on to we've got 2 fights left. Wow, we're flying through these.
Yeah, we have in the main.
Yeah, the co-main. We have Jesus Pinedo, your boy, taking on Movlid Khaybulaev. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this one. What do you have?
You mean Khaybulaev? That's what I call him, Khaybulaev. He's good, man. Khaybulaev's okay. You don't get 23-0-1 unless you're you can do kind of everything pretty well. He can do everything pretty well. He can wrestle. He's going to be the better chain wrestler in this fight. No doubt about that at all. I know that for a fact. Mm-hmm. The problem is this is a big problem. It's a big problem. He's 5'6". He goes for a lot of double leg takedowns, and I think Pinedo's gonna have some knees waiting for him up the middle when he goes for those double leg takedowns. And I just don't see him holding on. It's 5 rounds. If this is 3 rounds, I think he could win. He could wrestle him early, kind of win the first round, survive in the third round. Maybe even then, I would still pick Pinedo. I'm picking Pinedo. I'm kind of shocked that they don't have Khaybulaev, who's 23-0-1, as a massive favorite, or at least 2-1, right? At least 2-1. At least have him at 2-1, because I was really expecting that. I was normally they line these Russians at 2-1, who's undefeated, but there's a reason they're it's not like that, I think, because they know, right? Khaybulaev, he needs to submit him early. If he doesn't submit him early, he's gonna be cooked. He's gonna eat a lot of knees up the middle, those left hooks, those straight shots up the middle. He doesn't have the power, like, and we've seen before. He's been knocked out before by this is crazy. This is crazy. Daniel Pinedo. So like Pinedo has already knocked him out before. So who's to say another Pinedo can knock him out, right? And also he almost got knocked out by Kennedy. And we can only imagine what Pinedo would do to Kennedy in the first round. Like, we can only imagine, right? So I think Pinedo's he's gonna knock him on the first like 2 rounds, honestly. Like, if he might be able to like survive when the first rounds, maybe Khaybulaev, if he's able to get his wrestling going. But I honestly like doubt it. I have a feeling he's gonna knock him on the first round. I'm gonna go first round KO for Pinedo. He's gonna get his reads, and if they're striking, like, I think Khaybulaev's gonna be like, he's gonna be shooting like desperate takedowns, and like it's not gonna end well for him. So Pinedo by KO in the first rounds. I think that's the way I'm gonna play the KO for sure. He's gonna have 25 minutes to like find the KO. That's a lot of time when you're fighting someone like Pinedo, who's huge for this weight class, brings like a lot of power. So yeah, I'm gonna go Pinedo first round or second on KO.
Yeah, so this is an interesting fight for me as well. So for me, I think Khaybulaev is going to be able to win a lot of minutes, but I think what's going to happen is the moments are going to be what swing the fight. Whether he gets a finish or not, I think Pinedo is going to be able to swing the fight with those big moments. He's going to be the moment winner here, for sure. Could he get held down at times? Yeah, I think so. But I mean, like you said, he's got 25 minutes to work. I feel like he's got enough. I mean, this dude has looked fantastic as of late, and it's so hard. I mean, I'm not going to step in front of that momentum train that is Pinedo. And like one could argue that Khaybulaev's got momentum as well. The guy's undefeated, yada yada. It's not the same. It's not the same. That train of just momentum coming forward that Pinedo has been bringing through these fights. Like, he's been dusting these fools, and I'm a little bit surprised that Pinedo's a decent favorite in this one, considering the fact that Khaybulaev is undefeated, all this good stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't hate.
I think it's because of finishing ability from Pinedo, because he's gonna be live for that KO.
Well, okay,
this fight goes, so probably because of that.
But doesn't Khaybulaev have the fastest finish in PFL tournament history? Like,
he knocked out Damon Jackson. I mean, Pinedo would knock him out probably the same way. Honestly, like, Damon Jackson's like, he can kind of like. It was impressive flying knee, right? It was a flying knee, I think. So
that's impressive.
It was impressive,
so
but
upside, I mean, dude got it in 10 seconds, and so there's that.
Jason has Pinedo, like, Jackson has no chin, like, it's not hard.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Damon Jackson fan, so I can't say anything bad about him. He's one of my favorites for sure.
He lost me money again. Like, last time, what the hell was that? Like,
he's won me so much
running
money,
into a guillotine, like, it was crazy.
He has come through as an underdog so many times.
He's retired, right? Isn't he retired now? Like, he retired after that last fight, I think. Good for him.
But yeah, dude's fantastic. He's one of my favorites for sure. Like, not all time favorites. Like, that's getting crazy, but like, of fighters that have been in recent UFC, Damon Jackson's a man. So, but either way, I'm gonna lean Pinedo. I agree with Grateful Dude that Pinedo is fun to watch.
He is
for sure. Yeah, it's true. That was pre-hairline Jackson. You gotta take that into account. But yeah, so this is one of those fights where I wouldn't mind anybody taking a shot on like Khaybulaev's split decision. Like, I could definitely see him winning a split and it being one of those controversial. Like, what were you watching?
Maybe this isn't only. If you want to play something like safe on Khaybulaev, this isn't only.
Yeah,
because you get your money back. Yeah, you can win maybe. But I think the only reason this goes to distance if he does have a success controlling him, holding him down with the chain wrestling. That's the only way I can see this one going to distance. If this fight's standing more than like 10 minutes, I honestly just don't see. Like, I can't imagine this one going all 5 rounds. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, if it stays on the feet, it's definitely favoring Pinedo. Like, dude hits like a truck. Dude's an absolute monster. So yeah, I mean, if it stays on the feet, it's favoring him. But we can move to the main event. We have Adjoudj. He is taking on Logan Storley. And this is one that I'm interested in because I know that Storley trains with Jason Jackson, who just recently fought Adjoudj. So that makes it for an interesting dynamic. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, this one's similar stylistically, like I said earlier, to Jason Jackson. I think Jason Jackson has better striking, to be honest, than Storley. Storley's more of a like one-trick pony. Wrestle, 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 wrestle. He can do that pretty well. If he can't do that, like his striking is really mid. Like he just, I'm not that like, I don't think Tadjin has a lot of power, but like his striking is definitely more like there's more like more weapons that he brings in the striking. Low kicks, elbows, left hook, those body kicks, like those teep kicks. Doesn't throw a lot of the teep kicks as many as I think he should, but he definitely has more variety to his striking than Storley. That's for sure, Ray. So I think last fight, right, I took him over Jason Jackson. I know a lot of people thought it was a bit of robbery, but if you go back, watch that fight, he did stuff takedowns, and like Jason was able to get him down for a couple of seconds. He really just didn't do anything with the takedowns. He didn't do anything. But like it's hit or miss, right? Like when the fights go the distance, I mean, you gotta kind of depends on what kind of judges are judging fights. Because we had Bryce Mitchell already last week. Bryce Mitchell, he was my lock of the week, so nice. He went out there, fought Saidar Magomaev. Bryce just didn't do any damage, like, so I was kind of worried when the fight went the distance. I bet him after the first round at like plus 180, so I was like, oh my god, they might give it to Said because he didn't do any damage in this fight. He's the one getting caught in submission attempts. He was the one getting dropped early, but so like the judges are hit or miss. So this does go the distance, which I think it could maybe go the distance. Surely is tough to KO. He's not easy to like just knock out like that. I mean, he does get hit. He's tough. He's definitely tough. Do I think Tadjin has the power to knock him out? I do think he's got the power to knock him out. Could I see a world where Tadjin is stuffs some takedowns, drops him, and like just kind of like beats him up for the next 5 rounds, slows down, then Storley's able to get some takedowns later on, kind of like cruise to the distance. I mean, maybe I think it probably goes like that. I'm gonna go Tadjin by like a by decision. I picked him by decision over Jason Jackson, who's also very durable. I think Storley is really durable. Also, he's gonna have the wrestling, so Tadjin's gonna be worried about those takedown attempts coming back his way. So we've seen against Jason Jackson, right? After the first round when he couldn't finish him, he almost did finish him in the first round, which is impressive. But once Jason Jackson recovered, he was like trying to clinch him, going for takedowns. Like Tadjin doesn't he wasn't throwing as much as I would like to see him throw, right? Like he was kind of like pulling back a bit with his punches. So I can see this one going similar to that fight. It's kind of scary though, like if you're betting the fight goes a distance, but I'm going to pick Tadjin by decision. I think he does win the bigger moments. He's going to be the better striker, obviously. So 5 rounds, right? He's never been 5 rounds before, so that is kind of a worry in the back of my mind. Yeah, I'm going to go with Tadjin by decision.
Okay, I like it. That's not so. So here's where I'm at on this one. I think there's a world where both of these guys win.
Of course.
I lean with Gene as like a pick. You're getting Logan Storley at plus 183 right now. I'm seeing on CloudBet. If the parlay boys come in and they parlay Gene up, and I can end up getting Logan Storley at like plus 275 by fight day. There's
yes, worth it. He was minus one. Like I think Gene was like minus. What's his name? Gene was like minus 160 just a couple days ago, and I was like thinking about it. I was like, this line comes closer. Maybe I'll bet him, right? Because last time I bet him plus 200. It's one thing betting someone at plus 200 when they're like not the better grappler, like they're the better striker. It's one thing betting like. So obviously, like betting him a minus 200 over is like kind of scary because obviously he's gonna have to defend those takedowns, right? And Storley can wrestle nonstop for 5 rounds. It's gonna be an issue for him. So,
like Alvarez says here, dude, he could hug him for 5 rounds. Like
he could, but I feel like Tadjin, he's gonna make him pay. He showed in that last fight against Jason Jackson that he's not really gonna get held on for too long. He does show urgency to get back up, right? So
Storley's a great blanket. Like, dude, just okay. Also, okay. You're tripping here, dude. Like Logan's grappling is very good. The dude, 4-time Division I All-American at the University.
His grappling is good. Yeah,
dude. Yeah, like the dude can wrestle. So if he can do, like, I understand that wrestling and MMA grappling are different. What we've seen from Storley is that this dude can wet blanket anybody. So he may be allergic to submissions, as Dixon said here, but you don't need a submission to win a decision. So,
honestly, should have probably locked in that submission with Kikori. He almost finished him by KO TKO. And like the referee, what was it, Jason Herzog? I think it was probably Jason Herzog out there. Once again, Jason Herzog. Yeah, I don't think he does any. He was trying to go for it, then he just kind of gave up on it. Over Kikori, then he went for ground and pound. And then Kikori was kind of lighting him up at range on the feet, which obviously is not the best look. So he's gonna need to get that wrestling going. And if you're getting him anything over like plus 250, we'll probably place a bet on him on the live stream.
Exactly.
At like these crazy odds, so because it's definitely worth it. Like because it's more of 60% for Tajin for me and 40% for Storley. Because obviously he can wrestle and have success, right? But can he submit him? I don't know. I don't think he can.
I think if
he probably could, but I think it's gonna be decision. Yeah, if he does win, I'm leaning this one to go over. To be honest, I am.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Storley's last 3 wins, unanimous decision, and unanimous decision. I think that's kind of safe to say he's probably getting the decision if he wins. Like if Storley's gonna win, it's a decision. But I do think Gene is probably the like if you're just talking picks, I think you take Gene. But there's a chance I end up come Friday have a bet on Storley. So plus I was just up in his old stomping ground up in South Dakota. I just got back today, so. There we go.
He's a good dude, man. I like Storley.
Yeah. The dude can wrestle, and I can definitely see him doing it here. So, but with that, we've covered every single fight. We got to cook up a parlay, which might be tricky. We now have 10.
We got to put Pinedo in there. We got to put Pinedo. Every time we put Pinedo in there, he always cashes, right? Easy cash every time.
Okay, so let's do 2 parlays. We're gonna do one that's like fairly safe, and then we're gonna do one that's wild. And you want?
I like Pinedo. I'm playing Pinedo. Yeah, Pinedo.
Okay,
minus one like 50, minus 160.
168 is what I'm seeing on Cloud.
Don't need one more leg. Let's do Kashuba or whatever. Or what do you want to do? Let's do a 2-leg Kashuba and Pinedo.
At minus 168, we want to get to plus 100 at least. We could do Yakub.
Yeah, let's do that. Yakub. Okay, we can do like it's like minus 1,000. So I don't know.
Let's do Yakub. He's at minus 813. Let's try that. Let's see where that gets us.
I honestly like Rebecca and
we can't do that.
Rebecca. Are you picking Rebecca to win over Duncan or what? Duncan's gonna be. He's been looking good right now though, but I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I have
that. One's tricky.
Let's see actually.
Dixon said UFC and PFL parlay. We'll make one like a long shot one for you guys.
Yeah, we can throw some of those in there. I still gotta like put together another video because everything fell apart. So for that card, so I'm gonna put together another video for the UFC card tomorrow. But okay, so we need something other than Yakub if we're gonna get this to plus 100. Let's see.
Let me see.
Or we can throw Newman in there with it if we want, but we're getting silly at that point. I don't think we should do that.
Let's see.
Maybe.
Well, we got the totals. Can we do the totals?
No, we can't.
They don't have the totals yet. They don't have the totals yet. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you can't. Yeah, you couldn't parlay them. Is the problem.
Let's do Pinedo and what's Kashuba?
Kashuba's minus 813. What if we put? Man, I don't think Adjoudj is the. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's go. Kashuba and oh boy. Yeah, I don't know.
What was that? 2-leg Kashuba and Pinedo.
It's like minus 126. Screw it. Let's just put it in there. Yeah.
Let's do that. I think that's pretty safe, man. I like 2-leg parlays. They hit a lot more. Like when you start adding more legs in there.
Kashuba was it minus 128? Let's see.
Yeah, I like that Alvarez. The over 1.5 rounds in that Storley fight. I also like the under. Like if you when they open the totals, I like that. Let's make another one now. Let's make a long shot one.
Yeah, let's make a long shot. Are we keeping Pinedo in there?
Yeah, well, of course.
Okay.
Let's put Kashuba in there. Let's keep those 2.
We'll keep both of them. Okay.
Yeah, let's keep both of them. Let's go with the under 1.5 rounds in that Kelly fight.
I don't think it'll let us parlay up unders and overs at this point.
Oh, okay. Let's just do money lines then.
Yeah.
Let's do.
I don't think we can parlay anything like that right away.
Let's do. I mean, holy shit! These odds are kind of crazy though.
I know.
Well, the Nick Meck is plus 150. We can put Nick Meck in there.
Meck
plus 150. 150. Nick Meck.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll do that. It's crazy. We'll do it. Plus 150. And then, so that puts us at 348. Let's try to get to plus 500. So we need
Let's get one more leg in there. Let's do Tadjine. We're both picking Tadjine.
Oh, I'm not parlaying Tadjine. No way. What about?
It's a long shot. We got to put him in there.
We get better.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay,
let's do that. I forgot about that one.
That's a better one anyway. Okay, that gets us a 589. Okay. So, and then add
what's that? 590 you said?
Let's see. It gets us to 589. So,
I like that. I mean, 4-leg parlay. What is that? 4 legs? Or is that like Nick Meck? We can also put Polyurulo in there, but New England Cartel, that's only like if he was training at any other team, honestly, I wouldn't feel bad about parlaying him. That team's had terrible luck all year.
Yeah, they haven't done too well. Let's see. Yeah, so Dixon's saying we can parlay it later. The problem with that is the line won't be the same. So like it doesn't really it doesn't work out super well is a problem. Like because if we tell you like, oh yeah, it's at minus this or whatever, well then it blows up to minus 400 and then you parlay it and then it loses. You're like you're out there with a parlay ticket that has some really bad lines on it. So yeah, it's okay. So
all right, let's make another one. Let's make like a really like plus 1,000 one with overs and unders. Yeah, I love putting overs and unders in there. I'm sure they'll have those.
One that's
let's make
with whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
What of these legs are we keeping? Any of them? Are we keeping all of them?
Yeah, we're keeping all of them, of course. We're keeping all of them. No, let's take Nick Meck out of there because I'm kind of worried about his gas tank.
Okay, take Meck out.
Let's take him out of there. Let's go with the under 1.5 rounds in the Kelly fight. Minus 220.
Minus what?
Minus 220.
Okay. Under
1.5 rounds. Let's do the over 2.5 rounds in that Hussein Kadi Magomaev fight.
Yeah, where is that one? The under,
I think it's the over in the Hussein Kadi Magomaev minus 155.
Yeah, I was gonna say over is much better, I think.
Yeah.
5 minus 155. Okay, I like that. We're still only at 559 because we took out the plus money. Okay, what if we get wild here?
What do you want to put in there?
What do you think if we throw in? Oh man, too bad we can't. We can't parlay anything from.
What if we throw Jordan Newman in there? I mean, he's gonna win for sure. He's not losing.
I mean, but yeah, that doesn't help us enough. What if we throw in something? What if we throw in an underdog from the UFC?
Which underdog do you like?
Cornell is about the only one I really would.
Yeah, I'm picking here too. We can. I mean, Hosa is like so 50-50. So
yeah,
there's a 50% chance you can win. That's pretty good for no.
So if I could, now I can't remember what the heck we all picked. So we got Cornhole.
We got the over and the under 1.5 rounds in the Kelly fight, minus 220. We got over 2.5 rounds in that Kadi Magomaev fight. We got Kashuba in there. We got Pinedo in there. We got Adjoudj in there. We got we took Nick Meck out of there. So
we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs. Is that right? Let's see. 6 legs. What did I miss? Oh yeah,
we good Cardinal.
Yeah. Plus.
Honestly, I like that over as Pinedo KO, Adjoudj money line. That's only 2 legs. You might as well just parlay the money line than the KO because I think if he does like hurt him, he's probably gonna finish him. So the KO is probably gonna be nice. What do you think the KO is gonna open up at for Pinedo? What do you think the KO is gonna open up at? Plus 150 or plus 200?
Plus 150 probably.
Yeah. So that's what I thought.
Lines are short these days.
Yeah.
But okay, so we've got 3 parlays. We got one that's fairly safe, one that's a little crazy, and one that's absolutely insane. I do not actually think the one that's absolutely insane will hit. Something's going to screw that up.
I honestly think it could. If Colonel wins, I think it could.
It could. I wouldn't. If you're playing,
don't put a lot of money on them. You got to put a couple of dollars on it. That's what I do. I make like a couple of cycle parlays, and I just put a couple. Like last week, bro, like on the live stream, like that was like a crazy card. Like so many underdogs on that card early on. Then we had to like make. I like putting totals in there, like the overs and unders. So I put the under 1.5 rounds in that Khaybulaev fight. I took the over 2.5 rounds in the other fight, and the over 2.5 rounds again, over 2.5 rounds. Then I took the RDR like money line. That RDR fight was crazy, right?
Yeah,
I heard
for
your
sure.
fight was crazy.
It was so like I on that last UFC card, I did horrible on my picks, but I somehow turned a profit still, which was
That's
wild.
all that matters. That's all
Dude.
that matters.
If it wasn't for Bogdan Guskov, no way. Like that, I had his round 1 finish. I had the under 1.5, and the fight doesn't start round 3, and I just hammered all 3 lines. Well, I didn't hammer the round 1 finish, but that I played that one pretty good because it was plus 500. So Bogdan,
Yeah, Gusko's been looking pretty good. I want to see Gusko versus Rockis. I think that'd be a good matchup.
He's one of those fighters that's not like super high level. He's like pretty decent, but like what he has is a skill set that works really well in that division. So it works.
He's making fucking luck. I just thought I bet both money lines against Ian Parker. What was his premium play? Like his premium plays, if you just fade his premium play, bro, like you should be up a lot of money fading his premium plays every week.
Oh, who?
I forgot what Ian Parker's premium play was last
Ian
week.
Parker. Oh, I don't know what I don't really keep up on him. But yeah, that's either way. We got what chat got wild. I got way behind on the chat, so if I missed your comments, guys, I'm really sorry. But we had a fun time. We've got some parlays in there. Dixon should be happy. He's talking about a French dip sandwich. I actually love French dips. It's one of the best things that France has ever
Let's
done.
make a cycle parlay. I forgot to do cycle parlay. We got to pick one fighter by decision, one fighter by KO, one fighter by submission.
Okay, let's do one more.
Let's do that.
One more of those. The problem is we
Let's
won't
do that.
have.
I know we'll just go off the picks. I mean, we'll
Pinedo by
not drop.
KO.
Let's see. Let me see. Let me take a look at this card. I see you're taking Pinedo KO.
Newman decision, KO for Pinedo,
We got to pick one fighter by submission.
and then submission.
You don't think Newman can submit him? You don't think Newman can submit him?
I don't think he will. I mean, he
Let's
could.
let's do Frederick by submission. What do you think, Frederick by submission? I think it's super. I mean, he's been sub twice in a row, right? That could happen again.
Yeah, but what about?
It's like the under 1.5 rounds minus 220, so they definitely think it's going to finish. Or fight ends by submission. Let's do that. Fight ends by submission. And that
okay, I do that.
let's do fight ends by submission. Let's do Pinedo KO, and we're taking Newman by decision. Okay.
Yeah, Newman decision's a good one.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Fight ends by submission, and that Dupra fight is pretty solid also.
Yep, and I think Pinedo KO is you kind of have.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Adjoudj decision, Newman submission. I actually like that too. We're gonna make some like cycle parlays on live stream on
There you
Friday,
go.
so that should be
Yeah,
fun.
so everybody, what you're going to want to do is tune in to Pickem's live stream on Friday because the dude's going to be giving you out all the stuff. That's what he was doing last time. He was killing it. He's going to do it again.
We did pretty well in the last full stream.
Yeah, you did great on that one. I was doing a training run for my long run. I
know you ran like how many miles did you run? Like 15 miles?
So I was doing the training run was only a 10 miler, but I ran 21 miles on Saturday up in like South Dakota in like this, like in the Black Hills. So it's like, it was rough. I got 5th place overall, which is kind of
That's good,
like,
man. The most I ran was like 15 miles, and I couldn't feel my legs for like a week. Like my legs were like soreness was crazy. I like running like twice a week. Like I don't run that much. Like I can't run every single day because my legs get like I gotta do other stuff, work. So I can't run every single day. Then I can't even like get down the stairs. So like I like running at least like twice a week. Like it's good for your cardiovascular.
Yeah, I mix it in.
Twice a week.
I try to do martial arts like most of the week, mostly jiu-jitsu these days, just because brain trauma sucks. But
did you get people in your comments this week? Anything crazy you want to tell us?
Oh gosh, I'm always falling out the comment section. Nothing too crazy yet, so we'll see. The craziest I got this week was somebody that didn't like the whiteboard, and I'm like, dude, you're on the wrong channel.
Oh man.
Like if they don't like it, that's okay. Just go watch somebody else's channel. There's other people that.
Tapology's king. I used Tapology.
Yeah.
Tapology, whiteboard, doesn't matter. I mean, you're just here for the breakdown. That's all that matters.
Yeah. If you don't like the way, that's fine. Go watch somebody else's. But anyway, let's let these folks get out of here. I'm about to get some dinner. Looks like the wife's preparing it right now, so
All right,
I've got to wrap it up. But folks, subscribe to Pickem if you haven't already. Tune into his live stream on Friday. Check out Cloudbet if you haven't already. Use promo code 138MMA because that's what you do. I'm going to drop it down in the chat one more time.
You have really good props on Cloudbet. You guys should go sign up over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like submission props over there are like crazy, like really good prices.
Props are easy. So, but anyway, guys, we will catch you all down the road. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it.